Hello everybody, welcome back to some Space Engineers. Shh, it's okay. um, let's see what's happening here. Are we running out of power? Or, kind of sounds like we are. Current output 0, good. And you're having a heart attack, very good. Now, do your reactors not have enough power or uranium in them? Or are they using it as quickly as they're getting it? B just doesn't have anything in him. And he's got very minimal amount. Okay. Good, 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 good. How are we doing with refinement? Okay. Not well. We're not doing well. We're using more power than we're generating. Okay, let's see if we can get this going. Oh, this guy's not hooked up. Okay, maybe that's my problem. Aren't you done? You are done. And you are not connected to anything. Are you not facing upwards? You are. Is the thing behind you not done? It is. We have a small cargo container that is physically connected to this guy. This guy is B. He is on. Use conveyor. Inventory. I mean, he probably only takes uranium. Okay, I was probably trying to drag something that he doesn't accept. But I should have been able to do what I was trying to do, which was drag some uranium from the other one. Okay, let's just split it then. So there is 0.0. It's about half. And let's put that into... Oh, that's a small reactor. That's why I can't drag that over. Okay. There's B. There's this guy. Okay, let's split him. And let's get B actually up and running. There we go. Power crisis averted. Whoops. Okay, so me being dumb, I thought this guy that I was accessing was actually the one over there. And I was wondering why I couldn't pull it through. Because it's not connected to anything. Alright, so there we go. I actually don't need to have both refineries making uranium. We probably have enough. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back down to there. I thought we weren't making enough, but it was just that we didn't have any in there. And I think the other reactor was pulling it before that one could, maybe? Alright, so I've learned, guys. I'm sorry. I did play around with this afterwards, and I should have just done that before recording the episode, because I did figure out why this was not working. But essentially we can't have it like this. It has to be on the same actual grid as the ship that you are trying to project onto. So if we were to put the projector block directly on this guy, we could then project himself over himself, and then we could repair him. And we will probably do that. We will probably put a projector guy on this guy eventually. But I kind of want to give him a little makeover. He's a little plain. And I find he's plain because I kind of just wrapped him up. I didn't spend too much time on him. So he's a little boring for my liking. So we might try to spruce him up a bit. And I'm going to try something with blueprints today. So I've been messing with this guy in creative. Oops. Let's just get rid of all this for now. I mean, we're going to put it right back in a second. But I want to try something. Okay. So I built this ship in creative. And then... Oops. Apparently you were attached to that. Okay, let's just get rid of all these gyros. Oops. I didn't mean for you to have stuff in you. Okay, that's okay. Get rid of you. Okay, let's go empty all stuff before I start deleting things. Okay. Everything go away. There we go. And you can go in there. Sure. Goodbye. Alright, alright. So what I want to try to do is, using the blueprint method, we're going to build this ship in stages. So instead of just showing you the blueprint of the whole ship, and then us trying to weld it all together, I built them in its entirety. Okay, that could actually stay. Gyro. Could probably have stayed. Okay. So we'll build them just kind of modularly. First, we're just going to build all of his components and where everything is. And I think... get rid of you. So currently this thing is actually connected to this. So I could have actually had the projector there for this part of the build. And then once we were done, I probably could have disconnected it. Perhaps. I haven't messed with that. But anyway, we're not going to need that. We're going to keep this projector on here permanently. That is our goal. Just grab some random things. Okay. So we want to get the projector block on, and where it's going to be located on the ship when everything is said and done is nowhere on my toolbar. Y, hard C, U. There you are. Okay. So we're going to put it right here. So the plus thing is this, the very top. And those little pivot points kind of depict kind of where the projection will be relative to this projection block, I believe. We won't worry about that right now. Okay. So actually all we should have to do is finish this guy, because he's going to be powered from the back. He's going to be powered from our little coupling. So all in all, this thing is still useful, I think. So is it a total waste? Because we can use it to build ships off like we're currently doing. Okay. Anything else? What were we short of? I didn't really pay attention. We need one motor, one large steel tube. Currently, this thing's still just making construction components. I did put that back on. I think I forgot to at the end of the last video. So motors. I saw a steel tube. I think my inventory was just full. Let's put 4 of those over. Okay. Listen here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Got it. Wait for it. So if you guys like the way we do this build, we could do that more in the future. That way I could still play around with the aesthetics more in a creative area where I could just quickly kind of change the look of something to see if I like it or not. Where here I'm more just going to go with something simple and basic so that we could kind of get it done. Alright, so what we should be able to do, theoretically, projector number 2. And you are now Zip Zap. This is his placeholder name. Deal with it. Okay. So if we bring up Zip Zap, we can bring up his skeletal one. And does that project right in? It does. So there we go. So it has basically just kind of what we laid out here, as well as all the thruster placement. So we can get all the thrusters down. It basically has everything except for any armor that wasn't holding something together. And here you can see this is where the projector block is on the build. So what we're going to do is just pull this back. It looks like it's the right height. So it has to go back 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11-ish. It's probably wrong. Let's try it anyway. Projector, we want forward offset. Oops. Aha! Oh, we can kind of see it. That looks wrong. Or is that right? Oh, I think that's right. Okay, so when the block is actually there, like these ones are already in place. So it's saying everything is okay. Everything's fine, you guys. Now is this actually where it's supposed to be? It looks like it's one block behind. So what is going on here? No, I think this has to come back one more block. Yeah, I think it does. Okay, so projector, zippy zap, and is it then one more that way, right? There we go, that looks better, and everything looks like it's lined up now. Alright, so now we can build it kind of from the inside out. So some of these need to be placed down, like this gyroscope in front of me I can't build until I think there's something to build it onto, which I think there is. But it seems to want me to finish the cargo container first. Oh, wait, nope. it let me do the gyro. Okay. So it might be tricky. We could still end up, like, not finishing something. Like, currently, we might have to break stuff and then rebuild it. Like, I don't want to build this reactor here until I'm finished with this small conveyor. Alright, so now it's still going to be a little tedious kind of getting him constructed all the way. But here you'll get to see kind of the plan, at least. And this will be easier to do once we actually have, like... Okay, let's take off this. Once we have a welder ship, it'll be a lot easier to build other things, because this one we have to build by hand, but the next ones, hopefully, we will not have to do that, because we can just use this ship. Okay, so what I want to build is, I'm just going to queue up some thrusters, so probably 20 thrusters, and I'm going to just cancel construction components and steel plates, apparently. So we're going to need that. We're going to need a large cargo container. We're basically going to queue up what we're using. And we'll cancel the construction components again. Then we have 2 medium cargos. So let's queue up 2 of those. Cancel, cancel. We have an elbow. We have 2 of those. So 1, 2. Cancel, cancel. We have... I think 4 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel, cancel. And I'll probably just... We'll continually make construction components later. I don't know if this is the best way of doing this, or if we're going to fill up with material and then it will start failing. Or I don't know if our helpers are doing anything. He wants to make a thruster component, but he can't because he's sad, so he's just not going to do anything for us. All of them are pretty sad. Okay. Now, it's probably just that one assembler has everything in him. So let's try something. Let's go to the master and then the AAA. And we're just going to dump everything out and let it take stuff again. We don't really have an excess of materials right now, so that could end up being a problem. What do I want to see here? And now he's hung up on something else. So yeah, now he's out of gold. So I might also have to go mining. No, my phone, usually off. So I might have to go mining too, which will be a little tricky, as I can't really dock at the moment because this guy's here. So anyway, what I should be able to do is now just grab the large steel tubes. Is that as far as it's gotten? Okay, the whole thing is now jammed up from lack of gold. Okay, so we will have to go mining. That's unfortunate. Okay. No energy low. I'm busy. Okay. We have him. Everything is fine. So, what we might have to do is disconnect him and gently push him away. We should probably put a landing gear. Someone recommended a landing gear when we were trying to move this guy up here, and that probably would have been just fine. We managed, though, with some pushing and pulling, and we managed to do it with our connector. I mean, once I push him away, I could theoretically connect to him, but that'll be tricky. So probably the safest thing to do would just be to put a landing gear on and try to move this guy out of the way so I can go get some more resources. Alright, so how do this work now? So this guy needs... This is the connector. Like, when does it allow you to put the next block? Does it allow you to cover... Okay, that one is done. So now if I try to do this thruster here, highlight it, comes into existence. Okay. Oh, and it let me put the one in behind it. Okay. But it has to connect to something. So these ones aren't connected. So it should let me now build this one, except I'm out of small teal tubes. Okay. Cool. Like it. Alright, so let's go ahead and build a landing gear. No, it's an interior light. Close. Very similar, but completely different. Okay. Where should we put him? Right in front of the light. No. Let's... I was gonna, like, delete it with creative mode. Wrong game. Okay. Let's delete his little nose, and we'll put it right on the front. Okay. And what does it need? Construction, large steel tube, motor. Oh, sure, that's stuff I don't have. I see how it is. Construction, motor, steel plate. Just want large steel tube. Where'd they all go? Didn't I queue up a lot more thrusters than that? They gotta be somewhere. Let's take a look. Okay, they're all stuck in the other ones. Ah. So we do have other ones. They were just robbed from us. Alright. I'll rotate. Good. This will be very useful. Hopefully I didn't put it in a stupid place where the drills will prevent us from actually locking onto it. Most likely I did. Very good. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure we can latch on before we disconnect. Okay. Wait for it. Oh, come on, you're so close. It is working, right? Okay. No, we're just too far. No problem. Oh, it lit up for a second there. Solution number 2. There we go. We'll just grab onto that. All will be well. I should really just make another connector and put it over here somewhere, and then I'll just dock there instead of trying to dock to this one. That's a better idea than what we're currently doing. But I'm going to keep doing this anyway, because we already started, so. Boop. Okay. Now, we will disconnect connector, and someone mentioned color encoding these. That's a good idea instead of front back, because once it's off here, it's not going to have much reference or significance. So back, unlock, shabam. Shabam? Shabam. Is this guy even still running? Yeah, he does still have a little bit. A lot of that was probably getting leached, so he might have been running at like 100%. Alright, so now I should be able to move. Good. Good. We'll just, actually, we'll just put you down below a little bit. Maybe we can just leave you right here. Yep, perfect. Perfectly done. Meant to. Good. I think I had that small reactor off, didn't I? So that it wasn't being leached through. I do believe so. Okay. There we go. So we'll just leave that there. Nothing bad will happen to it. Don't you worry. Now, there's a bit of a whir actually on this guy, so I'm just going to... Oops. Connect. Seriously? If I could... not turn off the engine. I'm just good. Oh, God, I stalled. Oh, oh, God. Oh, don't touch the thing below you. We good? What did I just say? Don't touch the thing below you. You touched the thing below you. Anyway. What do we have in here? Silver. Okay. All right. We got to deal with this now. This is what we got to deal with. Okay. Yeah, you just have to be on now. Okay? Because I got to connect to you. So you just got to stop drifting away. This is going just swell now. I'm very pleased with myself. Well, let go of me. Let go. Let go. Okay, we're good. All right. First, we're going to grab him with our new tool. Hopefully without smashing. What'd I say? Okay, let's grab him where we grabbed him before. Because we know that worked. And we'll just stabilize him and gently reattach without any issue whatsoever. Could we rotate him perhaps so he's not facing this terrible... Is that making it worse? Yeah, that's making it worse. Let's go this way. Good. And let's make it so when we fail miserably in here in a moment, that he'll at least drift towards the asteroid. Good? Okay. Tilt. Forward. Down. Whoa. Forward. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. Please touch. Please touch. did it. Champions. Okay. Now, to bring it up and put it somewhere maybe a bit safer, perhaps. And then I'll go get some gold, if I can find some more, without losing this ship. I should have just built another connector. Definitely should have built another connector. Next episode, we're building a second connector. Okay. Let's not leave it right next to the docking clamp. Right there's good. Don't touch. Oh, wait. Right. It's fine. It's fine. I can fix that. There we go. Perfect. All right. To the gold. Which is over here, I think. If I remember correctly, over this ridge, we will find our gold. It will be outstanding. I don't know where the gold is. Oh. There's gold. Oh, I'm lost. Which way's our ship? Oh god, where am I? Cloud. Okay. Our ship station is up there. I don't recall where that other gold was, so maybe we'll try to get to that one. We might need to lose this landing gear. That's on our head. Oh, it looks like there's gold behind here. Look, little bits of it. Let's go for it. Let's see how our landing gear helps or hinders us. Maybe it'll be like a little protection. A little cushion. Oh, look at that. Gold says 13 meters. That's really close. Let's just go towards it. Secondary mode. There it is, right below the surface. Yeah, this guy still handles terribly, guys, so I'm going to try to overhaul him a bit, maybe in one of these episodes. But we should also try to get our molar back up and running if we can. Maybe with some tweaks and changes. But if you like how we're building Zip Zap here, we can kind of use that style to rebuild Molar as well. I could just get a blueprint of him without any of his armor on. It just shows all like the conveyor systems and all that kind of stuff. And then we could just build them kind of layer by layer. And I think someone had mentioned doing something like that as well in the comment section. So I think that might work out well. Give me the gold. Gold! Alright, so we got some more gold. Now we gotta make sure we're actually processing it. We might have already had some gold in the refinery. I'm sorry if this was already here. It might have been. So anyway, let's move the gold up to the front of the queue. I think we're probably okay with bypassing the uranium as well for now. Since we're not actually running low like I thought. It should be okay. Alright, so what that should mean is hopefully these guys can start making computers again. And hopefully that allows these other guys to get going as well. So he's out of nickel. This guy's out of cobalt. Okay, so we have another bottleneck. This guy might have some of that inside him. Nickel, cobalt. Let's see if we can micromanage him a bit. Does he need all that nickel and cobalt? I don't know. Let's find out. Right now he doesn't want any of it. Okay, let's just clear him out again. Make sure he's not being a jerk. And you're out of gold. Okay, so this is the problem I think that someone was telling me about. If we don't have enough material to get her done, might run into issues where these things just freeze up. And that one's out of platinum. We might actually be out of platinum. So some of the stuff we just might not be able to get done right away, or I have to go do a bit more micromanaging with our ore processing. So right now it says we are out of platinum. I don't see any. And I don't see any in here either. Silver, gold. So yeah, it looks like platinum we're all out of. Unless I'm missing it. But we should be able to just go platinum. And I don't see it. Oh, plate. Yeah, whoops. It's not specific enough. But we got enough stuff to get going anyway. So what we can do is I'm not going to build another connector, I guess. But now that I've disconnected him, it's going to be hard to get him reconnected until we get some thrusters going. So we might do that first of all. If we get some thrusters in all directions, then we can just simply add a cockpit on here. We can simply fly him around. So what I'll have to do is, this guy is on, and that is on. So should he not have power, or does he need a antenna? Well, the other guy didn't have an antenna, so that's incomplete. Reactors there. This guy is on. He's no longer projecting though, because we don't have an antenna on this thing, and it was working. So the only thing that was different was he was connected to something and being powered through that, but he's now being powered through his own means. So let's just try turning that off and on again. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Yes, I just did. Okay, now I don't know what's going on. Let's try picking... Oh, I hit it. Of course I hit it. Okay, there it's back. Not sure why. Okay, let's see. Can we... Let's get some thrusters done before we say goodbye. So, we need that. We need thruster components, what we need. Okay, there's enough for... not 10-ish. Small steel tubes, please. Okay, let's get rid of those. Take more of those. Get rid of you. We got enough for 6. Okay, good enough. I think that's all we need. So, like this guy's almost done. And by that I mean he wasn't done at all. There we go. And we could do this one. Give him sideways thrust. We should probably start on the ones that are moving, or in the direction he's moving. So let's try to get one of these up and running, which is going to require you. Oh, no, need steel plates. Give me more steel plates, please. And construction components. I forgot we don't need everything to get these up and running, do we? Okay, get rid of some of you. I want those steel tubes again. Okay. I think we just need that and a construction component, or a thruster component, to get them actually working. Okay. Here we go. Perfect. And we need a upwards facing one. Why don't we do you? No, you. Now you. Good. He seems to be stabilizing. Okay. Oh, actually, he seems pretty stable. Alright, so I don't know if we have a downwards one yet. Probably not. Nope, that's doing the thruster behind there. Guess that's okay. That one's facing upwards. And now the downwards. Oh, no, okay. Now I need a thruster component. And then I just need, I think, a rear-facing one. And then we'll get the cockpit on here, and we can simply fly him back and dock him that way. So I think that'll be for the next episode. We'll see what we can get done with this guy. And yeah, if you want to see builds like this, instead of just winging it, because if I wing it, it means like I spent probably a couple hours just fiddling around with the look of this guy. Something I wouldn't be able to do in the world as easily. So it might be, if you want to see that kind of stuff, this might be a good way of doing it without me just like building something, then grinding it down, rebuilding it, grinding it down, and eventually maybe coming up with something. But we'll see. Depends how much of our ships we want to fully plan out, because of a lot of them already are kind of planned out. So there won't be like spontaneous builds anyway. So it might make sense to just do the blueprint thing here. Okay. We could get some more. It's kind of rotating. A gyro would help with that. Okay. Which one should we do? It's facing forward. Let's do one of these. Just a little thrust. Good. So we have left, right, up, down. I think that's it. Do we have a... No, we don't. I was missing a part, wasn't I? I don't know which one it was. I don't think it was you. There we go. So it should be flyable. And all we gotta do is put a cockpit on here. Or try to manually move it. By thruster override. That's a terrible idea. But before we do that, we might try to finish some of this stuff. It doesn't really matter. As long as we have enough fuel for this thing to stay powered and floating like this, it should be okay. It won't float away, at least now. It should be relatively stable. Alright guys, that'll be it for today. Hope you're still enjoying the series. And see you next time. I'm going to spend... Let me get rid of you. He was kind of in the way when we were mining. Doing little kickstands. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to do a bit more mining. Get some of those missing ores, the platinum. We should check out how we're doing for other stuff like the cobalt and nickel. It seemed like we were running low on. There's a little bit there to be refined, but that's not much. And then that. And we have some stuff in the mining ship still. Just stone, silver, and uranium by looks of it. And then we have some nickel and some cobalt, so we'll see. It looks like it finished doing everything that we told it to, so that's good. So what I'm going to do is get that going again on repeat, and I'm probably going to try to move all those components now into the AAA. So I'll just go through maybe all the inventories and move them over. And that way I have everything in one spot, easier to keep track of, and we'll worry about the rest later. Bye-bye.